This is the 16.3-inch barreled Zastava Arms AK-47 Underfolder. It's a classic AK with a rebellious streak and a folding stock that makes me think Cold War spy. If you're looking for an AK with that old school cool and a dash of practicality, the Zastava Arms Underfolder might need to make your shortlist. Let's find out some more. First things first, that iconic AK look. This definitely fits that bill. With its walnut handguard and blued steel finish, and of course that underfolding stock on the back, this AK screams Eastern Bloc nostalgia. It's the kind of rifle you imagine and seeing in a grainy action movie or tucked away, hidden in a compartment. So let's start with the front. Zastava gives you a muzzle brake, a slanted muzzle brake that you'd find on most AKs with a tower front sight on the very front. As you can see right there. Beyond that, like any standard AK, there's a gas block and of course your barrel with a cleaning rod underneath. Flip her over and you can see that we do have our sling mount mounted right up front. It is going to be a traditional sling mount, which again fits the whole aesthetic of this AK. Next up, you do have that walnut wood furniture that I was alluding to earlier. It is a little bit battle worn here is what it looks like, but it holds up and holds super sturdy. I mean, gripping it, there's no give at all, no matter when you're trying to twist this. This thing was built to last. Up top, they do give you your AK sight that is going to be silver on the top, black on the bottom, which again makes it a little bit easier for identifying whenever you're putting it out to range or whenever you're trying to adjust it even slightly. Diving in a little bit farther, we do notate that this is a hammer forged chrome lined 16.25-inch barrel with a 1.5 millimeter receiver and a bulged trunnion that of course the M70 is known for. This 7.62 by 39 rifle also does come with a P-mag. It is going to be a standard capacity AK mag, and what you would expect there. And of course that comes in the box. With that bulged trunnion and the way that Zastava makes their firearms means that it's very smooth right out of the box. This is something that I absolutely love about Zastava and speaks to the quality at which they make their firearms. Flipping her over, they do give you a optic mount, so you can mount your optic AK style from the left-hand side going up over your dust cover. That being said, flipping her over once more, you'll find your AK style safety. Now it is a flip up and a flip down, and is right side only. Now it does work out of the box very smoothly and it's easy to operate. As we now head down just a little bit more, your mag release is going to be just in front of the trigger guard and pulls out just like so. This is going to be overall very fluid and very nice to use. Your trigger just behind that is going to be surrounded by a trigger guard that is made out of metal and a squarish shape. Again, fitting that AK aesthetic very nicely overall, but it feels fantastic. So let me move out of the way. You can actually see this in real time here. As I pull it, there's a little bit of take up with an almost surprisingly light trigger and just kind of goes bang very nicely and very smoothly. Your reset is, again, a little bit of take up, there's that wall, and bang. Overall, this is definitely an AK that you can put a ton of rounds downrange very quickly and very nicely. Now we move on to the Magpul MOE grip. This is a very, very nice pistol-like grip that's going to have a very nice aggressive texturing on your sides and your front. Horizontal on the front with a kind of cross pattern texturing, almost like sprinkles on the sides. It makes for a very nice and easy grip, and it's a little bit wider on the base right here than it is up top, meaning it sits very comfortably in your hand. Again, making it very easy to put a lot of rounds down range without even noticing. Not to mention, because it's Magpul, you get a nice little storage compartment on the bottom. You can put your cleaning supplies or your Skittles or whatever it is that you prefer right here on the bottom. And then you're good to go. Now, onto the piece de resistance. I'm not French, so I definitely butchered that, so I apologize to anybody who is French. The underfolder. This underfolder is very, very nice overall. Very well made. It feels very solid. You put it up to your shoulder, and I can just pull it back very hard without it moving at all. You press this button on your left-hand side of the firearm next to the rear sling mount, by the way. Your sling mounts are both up front and on the rear on the same side, so you can run your sling on that left side. You press this button right here, And your underfolder, of course, does exactly what you would think. It underfolds. You simply pull your butt plate to where it extends out to be straight with your underfolder, and then it goes right over the mag to be underfolded right underneath that grip. Now, you have a shorty boy AK, and you can still run it. Your trigger is not blocked. The only thing that is blocked is your safety. However, you can still operate your safety, albeit just a little bit more difficult. You can still operate it just fine right here. Just gotta watch out for that metal piece, that's it. You can still operate your bolt, no problem, and the trigger is completely free. So that is one of the benefits of an underfolder overall. With that being said, in conclusion, the Zastava Arms AK-47 underfolder isn't for everyone. It's a little rough around the edges, being a battle-worn finish up top, undeniably cool with that underfolding stock, and will turn heads at the range for anybody who's interested or has any experiences with any AKs, if they know anything. If you yearn for a taste of classic AK-47 action with a unique twist, the underfolder demands your attention. Just remember maybe where you can find that classic AK-47, this being a classic firearm and all. With that being said, if you have any experiences with the Zastava AK-47 underfolder, please leave a review down below. We would love to see your comments. That's all I have for you today. God bless. Stay safe. It is time to end.